Jean-Pierre. Oh, Jean-Pierre. Are you chickening out again? Roast chicken. Bonjour again, mon amis, and welcome back to At Home with Chef Michel. Ah yes, is it not obvious today we are going to bake a chicken. This is a very easy, very cheap recipe for you, okay? Now we're not going to do all the trimmings of stuffing and vegetables. We're just going to do a very basic roast chicken, all right? So you roast it, and then with the meat, you can use it in various things. You can have it in salad, on sandwich. You can have portions served with vegetables or in other dishes. So I'm just going to show you how to do the most easy approach to baking your chicken, all right? And as usual, Jean-Pierre, well, he's not around. He has chickened off, quite literally this time. But never mind, we don't need him. It's very easy. Let's begin! Chicken! So we open the chicken, take it out in the sink with all the bits of blood. You can just fall like that, all right? Take off this bit here, put it in there in the sink. Oh, we've got chicken tap in now. We give it a little rinse, huh? Just want to get all that bits of blood and extra bacteria that's been around the chicken while it's been wrapped. Wash out the insides as well, get all that out. That's enough, we just need to rinse it. And then we've got some paper towel, all right? So we'll just pat it dry. And that's it. We're ready for preparation. Let's prepare the chicken, all right? I have a free-range chicken, 1.78 kilograms. All I'm going to do, I'm going to sprinkle inside and outside some pepper, some salt, and then lightly brush with some clarified butter. That's it. Nothing else. Then there are options of trussing the chicken with some special string that you buy for doing just this thing. I'm not going to do that today. We'll do that another time in a different video so we can concentrate on that one process. Instead, I'm going to use some skewers. I've got a metal one, and I've also got a wooden one because you might have either or. We're going to do one other thing as an experiment. One of the wings we're going to cut, and we're going to put it inside the chicken, let it cook in there, right? Now the reason you truss the chicken, you want to keep the wings in close to the body, because otherwise if they're dangling out, these end bits, they will burn, right? Dry out, they become very unpalatable. And the same with the legs, of course. The leg will kick out like this. We want it to be nice and close. But we're going to use the skewers to do that. But also, this part under the wing, we would like it to get nice and brown as well. And if it's all trussed up and covered, maybe that doesn't get so brown. So we're going to try it one side and then compare to the other to see how it turns out. All right, so a very important word on safety. A raw chicken can be quite toxic. A lot of bacteria, even if you rinse it and that in the sink. Doesn't matter, some of these raw juices, you don't want them getting onto your food surfaces and contaminating. All right, you don't accidentally lick your fingers. And so you want to be quite careful when you're handling it. Instead of putting my chickeny fingers back in the bowl with the salt and pepper, I'm going to use a spoon each time to sprinkle it on. But first, let's remove a wing, huh? We'll take it right at this joint here. I have my boning knife. I'm just going to slice through and see where that joint is. We're just going to cut through that joint very carefully. There, very easy. So now you can see this is more open. I could take it right off there, but I'm not going to because then it's going to release too many juices out. You can see this area here maybe can become more crisp and nice and brown like the rest of the skin. Let's do the salt and peppering. I'm just going to wash my hands again. I'm fanatical about it. While we're doing the preparation, I have my oven preheating to 200 degrees Celsius. Okay, so have it already preheating. Don't wait till you've done all this, then turn it on. I like to get the chicken out of the fridge so it's not freezing cold, going straight into an oven. Lift it out for maybe 10-15 minutes. You don't want to leave chicken out in the air for too long, all right? You don't want to go off to spoil. So I'm in Australia, and there are many flies at times. Sometimes a fly can sneak into my kitchen. So if I am leaving it out, I'm covering it with a net like this, flat, where no flies can get in. So I've got 2 teaspoons of freshly ground pepper. I just had peppercorns. I ground in the mortar and pestle. Also 2 teaspoons of cooking salt. I don't know if I'm going to use all of that. I'm just making sure I've got enough in case I need it. You don't have to use all that, but have enough ready on hand so you don't get partway through and go, oh no, I don't have enough. I got to get more. And I'm all chicken-handed. So let's start with maybe a bit of salt. Right now, a bit of the pepper. Right, now I'm going to rub it in. Just sprinkle it and then rub it. And because I've got the spoon, I don't have to contaminate the container in case I want to use this pepper again or something else. Let's turn it over. Yes, oh yes, Jean-Pierre, you're missing out on all the work as usual. More salt. Get it on the chicken, Michel, not on the pan, huh? Very nice. Now we go inside. Let's get a little bit more of that salt out. The pepper as well. I've touched the chicken, I've contaminated the spoon, oh well. That's the way it goes. So now this pepper, it's done for. I'm going to use it. Get my hand in there. Spread it around, don't be afraid. There we go. And also the little wingy bit. And we're going to pop it inside. There. You can cook inside the chicken. We've coated the chicken quite well. Maybe that only took 1 minute, 2 minutes maybe. Now we're going to brush it with some clarified butter. I'm going to contaminate this brush, so this is all going to go, right? Just brush it around. We'll turn it over. So I've used about 2 tablespoons of clarified butter in there, but I'm not using all of it. I think I probably only needed 1 tablespoon. It's good to work it out so that next time you know and you don't waste it. We're going to make sure we get every surface. Some of this will just melt off anyway. And there we have it. We will use the skewers. So we just want to keep the wing in close to the body like this so it's not hanging out and burning. So we use the wooden skewer for this wing, I think. Let's just put it through here, into the breast, through the body. Like that. See that? Now it's in nice and tight. This side, quite open, of course, there's no wing there. We're going to use the metal skewer for the legs to hold them in too. Now this bottom bit, the last bit over the fence, the parson's nose, the back side, we'll hold him up. See if we can skewer through and keep those nice and close together. So once again, if you truss it with string, it will be more compact and tight. I think I might want 1 more skewer to hold that bit in. All right, I have another metal skewer, and I'm going to put it through the back part, push it right through into the chicken. Now you can see it's quite compact and held in. By the way, the wooden skewer most likely will burn in the oven, so I've soaked it in water for at least an hour. And that is it. Ready to go. That's what it looks like. You want to put it in breast down for the first half. Cook it breast down for half the time. How much time, I hear you ask? For every 450 grams, 15 minutes. So calculate that total, plus another 15 minutes overall. So this one is about 1.78 kilograms, approximately 1 hour. Plus 15 minutes, 1 hour, 15 minutes. Whoa, watch out for that blast of hot air. Ah yes, 200 degrees, just what we want. So let's put that chicken in. Here you go. Set the timer, 75 minutes, and away we go. And that's it. Now, we wait. Not at the oven. Go in, let it cook. A watch chicken never cooks. Not actually true, it will cook anyway, but there's no point standing here, okay? Don't keep opening the oven and having a look. You let the hot air out. That's it. Move on. You want to baste the chicken with its own juices, so the clarified butter and the fat on the chicken will melt out into the baking tray. Take the chicken out of the oven briefly, close the oven again. Don't leave it open while you're basting. Firstly, you might burn yourself in that oven. Secondly, yeah, you lose all the heat. Suddenly it messes with all the cooking time. You're wondering why after 75 minutes it's not cooked properly, all right? Or whatever size chicken requires your cooking time. Let it go for maybe half an hour. I'll check in 15 minutes looking through the glass. If it looks a bit too dry, I will baste it. But I might start at 30 minutes. Every 10 or 15 minutes, I will just check on it, give it another baste. On each side, you're probably going to baste it 2, maybe 3 times, okay, at maximum. So remember, at half time, we're going to flip it onto its back with the breast up. We'll brown that side, so the bottom side is starting browning first. The breast is a very thick side, all right? That's down, touching the pan with a lot of heat, in contact, getting the heat going through the breast. So about 15 minutes in, I've had a look. I think it does need a little basting. Close the door, keep the heat in the oven, all right? Just lightly get some of these juices basted. Not many juices coming out just yet. Got to be careful. Chef Michel, you're being a little hasty. Relax, take it down, breathe. Back in she goes. All right, keep going. I'm just basting it one more time. Very quickly, that's it. And we're going to turn it over soon. It's looking like that. That's about halfway. Sorry, I can't see my head once again. Probably a mercy. Now we're just going to flip it over. I just got 2 pairs of tongs. There we go. Be very careful, it's very hot. So now we put it on that side for the remaining half. So I basted it twice on that side. I'll probably do twice on this side as well before we finish. Back in the oven. All right, now we baste it for the first time on this side. That is all. That's all it needs. Back in the oven, huh? 10 minutes left. We're doing one last basting. Maybe don't need it, but I like to do it anyway. All right. Really, the chicken's out of the oven maybe just 1 minute. That's all. We don't want it to cool down. We want it to stay hot. So our chicken is cooked. That is it. Now we're going to check to make sure it is cooked properly. So I've got my carving knife and fork. What I want to do is check just inside the leg. So I'm going to just slightly open it. And I want to see what color the liquid is running. Is it nice and clear? Or is it very bloody and needs a little more time? It's quite pink in there. I feel like it's okay, all right? It's a little bit pink. No, it's running nice and clear. I can see that there's no blood. I'm very happy. I think it is cooked. Now I'm going to show you how to break down the chicken, basically. Let's break down the chicken. We're on the breast side, that's the back. Some skin has come off a little bit. Don't worry about it. So first thing, we're just going to cut down the middle of the breast. So we'll do that along the breastbone as best we can. Now remember, this is going to be used in a number of meals, so I'm just not too worried about presentation. Cutting through all the way, nearly through. Ah, yes, we've got that little wing on the inside. How did it go? It's cooked quite well. The connection at the end here. Cut it off the bone. There we go. I'm not doing a very elegant job of this. And then we'll just cut through here. We've still got the wing attached. We can take off the wing where the joint is. We'll just put the wing in there. There's the wing that was cooked on the outside. There's the wing we cut off and cooked on the inside. You can see the difference. This one on the outside is more brown, and I think this one's a bit softer. Both cooked very well. And we have 2 breasts. Now, with the leg, okay, we can just find where the leg is connected, right, in the joint, in here. And I could do it with my hands, but it's still very hot. And then we just cut it off like that. There's the leg. And you can find where the joint is by just moving. There's a joint there, just pulling out very nicely. Cut the final bit, and that's it. All right, now you might want to remove the drumstick, have it separate, turn it over. Here we go. We can find where that joint is. Then we have our drumstick on its own. All right. I'm not too worried about appearance because I'm going to pull apart this meat. We have the bits of the thighs in here. We have the drumsticks. We have the breasts. And then, of course, with the men carcass, we still have plenty of meat on the back. Now you can put on those sterile gloves to do it with, or I've got very clean hands I've cleaned. You can use your fingers, but it's very hot right now. And also with the breast, what you can do, so you've got one breast, all the fibers are running the lengthways of the breast. So one option I'll do it with one of them is just nice sharp carved knife. And then look at that, very juicy, see? Still lots of moisture in there. I taste it, very nice. So there we are, we've roasted the chicken, we've broken it down. One oyster, two oysters. Whoop. Oh, one oyster. Oh yes. An oyster? No. A pearl. Oh yes. A beautiful pearl of chicken. So there you go. Very easy, very cheap. This chicken cost me less than $10. It was like on special. It was a free range chicken, $5.50 per kilo. And I've baked it very simply, very quickly, less than 2 hours, including the prep time, maybe 2 hours total. I have quite a lot of meat. You know, I can get maybe 1, 2, maybe 5, 6, maybe even 7 meals if I portion, say 200 grams per portion, or if I say 250, it'll be less amount of meals. I can make quite a few things from this, so it's quite a good thing for your budget. These days, it's so tough trying to make ends meet. There's all our beautiful chicken meat. Oh, Jean-Pierre, once again, he's fled the scene, chickened out. I kept the wishbone for him. If I don't do that, he cries. So I will keep it, and we'll have a wish together. I know what I'll be wishing for. Better cooperation from Jean-Pierre! And that is it. Very, very cheap, very easy roast chicken. Let's try it. Oh. C'est très bon. It's so good, so moist. So delicious, I better stop or I'll eat all of it. Oh, it's so good. Au revoir. Ah, well, yes, the end of another episode. We just get out my compass once again. Precision to north. Ah, yes, my ancestral home, somewhere that way. And Jean-Pierre is standing over there quietly leering at me. He has a severe phobia of chickens. From many years ago, he worked on a chicken ranch, and one day he was just teasing the chickens by mimicking them and walking, strutting around and going chuk chuk. And about 30 or 40 chickens pinned him in a corner for about 3 hours. He was traumatized, so he doesn't even like to see a dead chicken, all right? He doesn't like chicken sounds, it scares him. But he's come out, faced his fear long enough to pour me a delicious glass of my, once again, favorite cognac. And use your bouquet again. What have you chosen, Jean-Pierre? There's that chicken. I must be from my hands from the chicken roaster. Oh, chicken flavored cognac. Well, that's very funny, Jean-Pierre. He's fled to the basement, probably to drink more of my good wine. Ah well. A bientôt. Chuck, 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 chuck.